What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Friday the 13th the game video. A brand new update coming out on June 16th for all platforms. Some very exciting things coming with this. A lot of fixes that we've been asking for a long time. So it's really exciting to see it happening. Let's just dive right in. Let's go through all of these patch notes, every single one of them. And that way you know what's on the way in just a few days. Overall car improvements. Jason or counselors attempting to interact with the vehicle. Counselors entering and exiting the vehicle. Jason throwing knives at cars no longer causes catastrophic rocket cars. In other words, it doesn't make the car fly all over the place. Jason moving to the car no longer causes catastrophic rocket cars. In other words, it doesn't fly all over the place. And catastrophic rocket cars are non-mechanical and should be regarded as such. So that's just a way of saying the car shouldn't be flying all over the place anymore. If you run into a certain thing or Jason throws a knife at it, etc., etc. More stable car driving. I like to see it. I love driving the car like a maniac, but it tends to bite me in the ass a lot as I usually end up somehow flipping it for no reason. So, good to see this thing's getting fixed. Random counselor. Players should no longer spawn as random counselor unless selected. Players should no longer spawn as random Jason unless selected. Residual issue. Some icons may not appear correctly in limited circumstances. This is a UI bug only and does not affect the selection. The team is still investigating. So even if you do see your counselor randomly change on the main menu screen or in the pregame lobby screen, it still should be the counselor that you selected. It's nothing more than what you're seeing. Various stuck spots, hidden spots fixed. This includes, but is not limited to, the Pinehurst Stairs. A handful of different spots like that. Offline challenge, snuggle by the fire. Tiffany's pathing issues are resolved. She no longer is taking a completely different direction than she should be. Various interaction locks fixed, includes but is not limited to use of firecrackers, entering and exiting vehicles, shooting flare gun, multiple presses while using windows/doors. So that's good to see. This was mainly an issue for me when entering and exiting the car. I got interaction locked a lot during those situations, so good to see that that has been addressed as well. Various exploits fixed. This includes, but is not limited to, a recent vulnerability causing perk/CP resets. That was a huge... I didn't have that issue, thankfully, but I saw a lot of people complaining about their CP got completely reset, and all that work they put in to get it was gone, so that should fix that issue. Everybody should have their CP and all their perks back. Fingers crossed on that one. Alright, damage, mask, and balance. The team has monitored feedback present in the community regarding the mask removal as part of the kill process. We wanted to adjust it in a way that eliminate 1 or 2 hits being capable of removing the mask while still preserving the effectiveness of perks and builds that took players significant time to develop. We've shifted the damage values needed to remove the mask to make this process a bit more difficult, even for counselors with high stats and perks, but kept it in a range that will not alienate new players. Removing the mask will still vary depending on counselor perks, weapon use, and attack type. So I mean, this is an interesting change. As somebody who's killed a whole lot of Jasons in my time, it depends how far they go with this, because some Jasons it does take a lot to get the mask off, but I will say that's not the hardest step in killing Jason, and perhaps now it should be. I don't disagree that maybe it should be the hardest step, but if you make it, it's hard to tell until you really dive in and play this, but if you make it too hard, it's really easy for somebody trying to get your mask off, just kind of slashing them down. So now if they have even more time to slash you down, that could alter the balancing more than they want it to, but we'll see how it plays. Usually I'm all for Jason buff, because I really do think that as a counselor, it's very easy to kill Jason still. In fact, just recently, not even a month ago, we went for a challenge to kill Jason 5 times in a row, and we succeeded pretty quickly. So I'm just saying, it's one of those things where maybe this buff is good, maybe not. We'll see how it plays. Who knows? The team also would like to provide some insight on what the team is currently investigating. While the following items are under investigation, our next patch is not limited to only these items. These are high-profile, community request items, and the team is already in the investigation stage of identifying the cause and potential correction. Under investigation for the next patch cycle: combat stance, various uses that manipulate stamina, sliding, etc. Health spray, break free issue, ability unlock / recharge rate toggle in private match. All around, those are fixes that I like to see, especially that combat stance one. So many exploiting players out there that use that combat stance glitch to slide and have unlimited stamina. It is extremely annoying. Can't wait to see that one addressed as well. All around, a decent update for Friday the 13th. Some balancing issues, some bugs that have been around for a long time that had to go. I like to see it. It's good to see the game still being supported, and I can't wait to dive in and see these changes for myself. But that's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. That's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.